Right, okay folks, welcome to another driving Friday Waffle. And I've got to say the weather is bloody awful. It's just torrential rain. I mean, seriously, it's it's the summertime, you know what I mean? I know us British like to talk about we don't like talking about the weather, but the thing is, the weather is such a contentious thing. You know, when it's summer, you want a bit of dry weather. You know, even you could put up with it not being warm, but at least not be pissing the rain. It gets you down, and that's the one reason, and the biggest reason, that I would love to live abroad, because I'm just utterly sick and tired of the same crap weather. But anyway, sorry, enough of me moaning. I hope you're all doing okay. I've been on holiday this week. I've not done a great deal. To be fair, the reason for my holiday was meant to be I wanted to watch the Olympics, and I've watched a fair bit. I mean, there's a lot of stuff in the Olympics that I've got no interest in, you know, but I've watched a fair bit. It's been pretty good. There's been quite a lot of controversy, you know, the whole gender thing and all that. I don't know, I just can't be bothered with that. I was going to say, there's more important things going on in the world at the moment. I mean, you'd need to be pretty like head in the sand if you didn't know what was going on in the UK with all the trouble. It's just utterly sickening. It really is. So yeah, I've not been doing a great deal. I had a nice day yesterday. I met up with I've got one of my mates. In fact, I met up with two mates, and I've been friends with them since primary school. You know, a long time. And one of my mates, he lives in Seattle, and he comes across. His mum and dad still live local in Livingston. So every couple of years he'll come across to visit them, and we always get together. Do you want to go slower? Honestly, oh, crying out loud. See this? There's diversions because they're knocking down houses at the back of my house at the moment, and you've just got to go. You've got to go through this. You've got to go through this bloody this diversion. It's a pain in the bloody arse, honestly. So yeah, we had a nice. We met up for lunch yesterday. Had a nice wee meal. I had a lovely lasagna. So that was good. Today I went through to it's called Game On exhibition, and it's through in Edinburgh. It's in the Chamber Street Museum, the sort of Scottish Museum, or Museum of Scotland, I think, to give it its proper title. It's an exhibition that I first went to back in the year 2000, and it was down at the Barbican Centre in London. And I went down to London with my dad in the year 2000, and I remember that being on at the time, and it was such a novelty because, you know, this was way before we had all these organised gaming events. You know, your Play Blackpools, Revivals, all these things, Nergs, they didn't exist. They did not exist. And so, you know, things like this, it was a nice opportunity to actually get to see some pretty rare kind of hardware stuff that you just never ever see again. So went along there today with my daughter. It was 12 quid each to get in. Everyone was on free play. To be fair, it was I wasn't expecting much, but it was actually better than I thought it was going to be. They had a lot of old classical machines. I mean, they had a Computer Space, they had a Space War, remember that? The very first video game. There was a Pong, the Pac-Man, Donkey Kong, Galaxian. There was a track and field which sadly wasn't working. There was a Pac-Man Plus, I think. It was Puckman, sorry, P-U-C-K, that's what it was called in Japan. There was a Puckman, but that wasn't working. They had all the old consoles, Atari 2600, some really old ones, some machines I hadn't seen before. The the Xboxes, PlayStation 2s, loads of different games, and a nice kind of exhibition thing for Grand Theft Auto, Rockstar, some nice kind of sort of collectibles. They also had the original artwork for Space Invaders. Whoa! See what I mean with the amount of water on the road at the moment. Yeah, the original kind of graph paper or box. What do you call it? Yeah, graph paper. I think it is. Yeah, kind of grid lines for the original sprites for Space Invaders. So that was good. We didn't stay particularly long because, you know what? I ended up playing all the stuff that I can play. I mean, there's an awful lot of stuff there that I've got. I mean, there was a handheld section. They must have had about 40 handhelds, and I probably had about half of them. They had a Virtua Boy, which I've got. They didn't have any Vectrex, which I thought was slightly strange. You know, considering like a Virtua Boy. But no, it was interesting. I mean, I think do you want to go slower? Come on, mate. It's 30. Well, it is a 30 to be fair, right? Okay, he's doing 30. I actually thought this was a 50. You know that? Don't know why it's a 30 because there's no houses nearby. There's factories across to the right. Well, it's a Tesco warehouse. There is nothing on the left-hand side. Is a motorway. So why this is a 30 is beyond me. But this guy's wanting to do 27. So anyway, so that was that. Got back. I'm recording this on Thursday. I'm just driving through to my girlfriend's house because she's busy on Saturday. So driving through tonight. She's working tomorrow, but I'm just going to probably watch a bit of Olympics tomorrow. She's in the process of moving house, so I've kind of been helping her with that. That's kind of been about it. Now the sort of the serious part. Yeah, YouTube. I'm not quite sure where I am with YouTube at the moment. I did a live stream a couple of days ago, and I did admit that I wasn't really feeling it. I don't know what. Nothing. I don't know what's changed. I'm really not feeling the vibe, the interest with YouTube at the moment. I'm not sure why. I don't know. I mean, I'm still doing my live streams. Sometimes they feel like a chore, and you know, I've always said that when it gets to a stage where you stop enjoying these things, then I'm not going to do it. So I don't know, folks. Like I said, I don't know what's changed. What's interesting is to see is like quite a few of my mates have got their own YouTube channels, and you can sense their enthusiasm. That, you know, it's kind of new to them. Well, it's not new. They've been doing it for about 3-4 years now. But I've been doing this now for 11 years, and I don't know what it is, but I don't seem to have the time nor the urge to kind of record videos. I don't know what's changed. I mean, if you've watched any of my sort of last couple of Saturday waffles, live waffles, they've not even been about computer games. I've just been using that as an excuse to listen to music, which, don't get me wrong, people seem to enjoy, but yeah, I just don't know what's going on with my YouTube channel just now. I'm not giving it up, and I've been kind of fighting with myself as to whether I should take a complete break for a while and just see how it goes. I don't know. I know I've been in this place before. I've been in this situation before where I don't feel it and it becomes a chore. I don't know. I think what I'm going to say is, when I can be bothered, when I want to, I will do live streams, and I'm talking about the Sunday streams as well. I'll do them if I want to do them. I'll do them, but don't be shocked or surprised. I mean, I know I understand people. There's a group of people, there's a core of people which enjoy my kind of regular videos, the Friday Waffle, Saturday Waffles, the Sunday live streams. I understand that, but I don't get anything out of it. Sorry, that's wrong to say. I do get a lot out of doing videos, that, but I don't get any financial money. I get fuck all. That's the bottom line. I really get fuck all for doing it. So, and that's a huge part of the reason why I would never do Patreon, whatever, because then you're tied into doing stuff. I don't know, maybe I debate with myself all the time, and one thing I don't want people to say to me, oh, you said you're not going to do YouTube and then you're back the following week doing it. You know what? As a human being, we are entitled to make decisions. We're not hurting anybody. We're all entitled to make a decision and say, right, this is the path I'm going to go down, and then you change your mind. You're entitled to do that. That's what happens. I do that all the time. But I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud here, by the way, guys. Maybe I should knock the live streams on the head for a while, and that might then make me that will then free up time for me to then maybe try and do some other videos. Maybe even if I was getting out 2 recorded videos a week, it would maybe encourage me, maybe give me a bit of encouragement to kind of to want to start doing them. If I'm only doing maybe 1 or 2 videos a week, then it's going to give me more time to actually make a decent job and come up with something. I don't know. I really don't know, guys. Like I said, it's become a bit of a chore at the moment. To take a break, I don't know. Sorry for being indecisive. That said, I'm going to be kicking about on Saturday night. I'm not seeing my girlfriend on Saturday night. I might be seeing her on Saturday night, but I might not. Just depends. There is a possibility that I will do a live stream of some sort. I don't know. I mean, I'm conscious that last week, the thing that I did, it was just me playing music. There was nothing. I had nothing to talk about. I think if people were more on hand to kind of join me for stuff. Now I know I've got certain friends that are always on about, yeah, I'm quite happy to come into collab videos and that, but they've all got their own life. They've got their, they do their own stuff. I don't know. Yeah, really don't know where I'm going with this. I'll just need to wait and see. But what I will just say, folks, is you need to understand life should always come first. I think I'm kind of in a bit of a kind of, not turmoil, I'm in a bit of a kind of no man's land at the moment, because if you've watched my channel for any length of time, you'll know, I'm talking about 10 years ago, whatever, 5 years ago, you'll know that running was a huge part of my life. It was. I would run 4 times a week, 5 times a week. I'd go out at the weekend, I'd go out on a Sunday and run for 6-7 hours, sometimes more. Then that all changed because my health wasn't as great, it wasn't as good as it should be, and I was struggling to run. But then coupled with the guy that I ran with, he got into a relationship, and the funny thing was, the hilarious thing about it was, the girl that he got into a relationship was somebody that I met online, and we dated a few times, and we both realised that it wasn't really, there was no romance or anything, but I ended up basically hooking her up with my pal, and they hit it off, and they now live together. They've been staying together for about 3 years, but as a side effect of that, I completely lost him as a friend, totally lost him. So my running partner disappeared, and then I was just at a complete, didn't know what I was going to do with my time. I took up martial arts, about 3 years ago, and I was enjoying it, but then just through various circumstances, injury, I got this horrible chest infection which I had for about 5 weeks, and coupled with a new job, the job that I'm in at the moment, I do quite a bit of travelling in the job, there's quite a lot of training, there's a lot to take in, and the martial art is also a lot to take in. So I decided, when would it be, May this year, that I just got my brown belt, but I decided that I was going to take a complete break from Kuk Sool for, I don't know, I was 2, 3, 4 months, so it's now been, what's that, May, June, July, it's now been about three months, probably more than that actually, since I was there, and if I'm being brutally honest, I don't miss it. I don't miss it at all. The problem is, you've got to have a good memory, you've got to practice, you've got to be remembering things all the time, and over the last 3-4 months I've just, it's all disappeared. I'm sure if I was to go back it would come back to me, but I'm not missing going to it. So I'm kind of at the crossroads in my life at the moment with regards hobbies. I'm one of these people, whilst I enjoy having time to myself, I am quite a sort of sociable person. I like being around people, I like being busy, and so I'm at the moment, I joined the gym about 2 months ago, and I've been probably 3 or 4 times, which has been a complete waste of money. But the thing is, the gym is not a hobby. You don't go to the gym and go, oh, I love this, it's great fun. The gym's a chore. You're going along, you don't speak to anybody. I mean, you go to the gym now, I don't know if any of you guys have been at a gym in the last sort of 10 years since you've become an old person. You're invisible. You are completely invisible to younger people. I mean, the gym that I'm in, they're all early 20s, mid 20s, early 30s. There are some older people going, but nobody speaks. It's actually quite an unfriendly environment, considering everybody's in close proximity. Nobody speaks to each other. So yeah, I've kind of realised that the gym's not really. I'm not feeling it at all. Again, maybe if I had a mate to go along with, do classes, I would maybe get more out of it. But right now, it's a chore. A bit like YouTube, it's become a chore. So I'm just kind of thinking, right, what do I need to do? What would I need to do? Here's the thing, I would love to start playing competitive squash, but there's only one place in my hometown that plays squash, and you've got to be a member of this quite expensive sports club, and I can't afford it, and so that kind of knocks that in the head. I'm tempted to there's a running club. There's a running club. I think they train on a Tuesday and a Thursday. So I'm tempted to go along to that on a Thursday, because on Tuesday I play pool on a Tuesday. That's the only thing I've got at the moment. I play pool on a Tuesday. Oh, I don't know if this is getting. That's my girlfriend trying to phone me. I shall speak to her in a second. Sorry about that, folks. I had a phone call. I didn't actually know what happens when you're videoing and you get a phone call. It looks like it just cuts the video off. I can't even remember what I was talking about. No idea. Yeah, I was talking about hobbies and that. So I know I need to get a new hobby, and I don't mean sitting at a webcam every day. I'm talking about a hobby where you're actually getting to. Whilst it's nice. It's nice interacting with people, on Facebook. It doesn't replace actually seeing people face to face and, having a hobby, something like that, something else new to do. So yeah, listen, I'm gonna get going. I might see you on Saturday night. I hope you understand and appreciate my position. You know, I've been doing this for such a long time and I do enjoy it, but it's like anything, it can get to a point where it's like I've kind of done everything I need to do. I'm not enjoying it as much. Like I said, I think if there was more collaboration with people, then it might be a bit more interesting, because you know, you can't beat having other people on your channel talking. You know, I never get invited on any other channels. I think I've been on maybe 2 channels in 14 years, 11 years. That would be nice to actually be on somebody else's channel, but it just doesn't seem to ever happen. I know we've spoke about it to various people, but it never seems to happen. So I don't know, sorry for quite a negative waffle, folks, but that's where I am at the moment with YouTube. I'm not walking away from it, but you know, there may be less videos. I'll give myself the next couple of weeks just to kind of think about it and see what I want to do. So anyway, listen guys, I'm going to get going. I hope you all have a nice weekend. I may or may not see you on Sunday night, but I'll see you in the next video. Until next time folks, as always, thanks very much for watching.